you want to start the introduction or?
Uh, I'm
You could just come up with the introduction and say it. If you don't like it, I could just like edit it out.
doing do funny but not funny podcast with
Jesus, you're lagging.
I do.
You're lagging. Hold on. Let me try to disconnect and reconnect.
Oh,
Is Are we working now? Hello?
is
Okay.
hello. Hello.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Sometimes.
I need a better.
Yeah. It's hard to hear you with this, but we'll try to make do with it.
Okay, that's okay. As long as we get through this, hopefully it won't pop up.
Anyways, let's see. Uh, how about this? All right. Hey everyone. Welcome to this new podcast called the Unfunny Funny Podcast. So how it works is
A
I'm with my friend Hand Soap, and we're just gonna be talking about a specific subject and try to make jokes, I guess, or like just talk at this point, and then we'll just see how this goes. So so what we plan. So the topic today is more just um pretty much
is
just starting off in YouTube. Um, I mean, I don't know how to really like start with that, but yeah. So Hanso, what do you think about like start? What?
I'm sorry.
Are you just looking through Tumblr while we're just doing this podcast?
Yeah. No, I want to leave that part in there. We're gonna make it as cringy as possible. It's per.
I mean, do we edit this out, or do you just want the full thing of like the start?
I just intro,
All right.
but when you did the intro, leave all of that in, all of it.
Okay. We'll just roll with this.
But I'm gonna be laughing a lot in this. I'm sorry.
Cause you're just scrolling through Tumblr, right?
The podcast, yeah, the podcast is about like early YouTube starting or like starting YouTube very early, starting off.
All right.
That
So
was
yeah. So since hands up, I think this would be your first video of the podcast, and just in general on
yeah, it would
YouTube.
yeah, but
Hold up, you're lagging. Okay, there we go.
no, yeah, you've done YouTube, right?
I've done YouTube for a while, yeah.
So you know that it's really sometimes like oh do well, like there's pressure.
There really is pressure into like actually like starting off good.
Well, when you start off, like, did you know what you were doing?
Uh, my first thought was just be a gaming channel. Actually, my biggest inspiration is was originally Skydice Minecraft, which is pretty ironic seeing how what he is now. But yeah, I
What he
kind of
was
just
doing?
took like videos like that and just like hope to try to be as good as them.
Mm. And then you turned out to do different stuff. So wait, what made you like want to do? want to stray off from
To like
originally
stray
what.
out from like stuff like Minecraft or like.
Yeah.
Well, it was more just people thought Minecraft was super lame at the time.
Mm.
And then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna agree with you then. Which, now that Minecraft's cool again, a lot of people are doing Minecraft again, but like, it's more ironic like Minecraft, more not like the same way it used to be. Because now Minecraft's more of a meme game. It's not much of
Yeah.
a. It's
I
not the same thing it was like years ago.
yeah. I mean, but years ago, people were making parodies of a bunch of music that was on the radio.
Yeah, like all those Minecraft parodies, like they were unironic. But like now people like listen to those songs like ironically and out of nostalgia. Which is really weird because now people have Minecraft nostalgia. Like 5 years later. Which I find super weird. Because
I have Minecraft nostalgia.
yeah, and so do I. I just find it a weird thing because like I was like, oh, I just remember nostalgia being like 80s things, but no, now it counts to Minecraft. And the weirdest thing is that Fortnite's gonna become nostalgic too.
I, oh, I mean,
Like you can't
to agree with
disagree
you
with me
there.
on
I
that.
feel
It
like
it will become
I'm not
nostalgic.
trying. It's just I already know for a fact that it gonna be nostalgic. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's gonna suck because like everyone's just gonna be like, remember when we thought this game was super lame, but now it's totally not.
Uh, no, yeah, but that I feel like that's gonna happen. But I mean, because of you know they watch certain people, right? And those certain people are doing stuff that they like playing Minecraft or doing
And they try to
CS:GO.
like build off of that. Like they try to become like the next them.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you know how many people try to be Sky as Minecraft, but like just didn't become him because like Sky was just such popular.
Hey, but he's back now, isn't he?
Yeah, but I don't. I think it was better when he left. Like not to say like he shouldn't be on YouTube anymore, but like the charm of like Sky does Minecraft kind of left after all his controversies recently. It just doesn't feel like the same
And
guy that you
I
used to
mean,
watch when you were like 5.
I like how you admit you watched it when you were younger.
Like I was like 7 when I started watching like Sky. Now looking
Yeah.
back at his old content, I'm surprised I was allowed to watch Sky.
When I was a little kid, my brother literally said, "Hey, go watch this dude. He's funny." And oh God.
Yeah, that's how I kind of got into a lot of YouTube like channels because people just tell me to like force me to watch it. Like certain channels I watch now just like either came from like total accident. Like I didn't even mean to stumble onto the channels, but
Um,
like once I did, I just like couldn't stop watching them. But
no,
yeah,
if we're talking about stumbling upon channels by accident, bro, never ever knew about him
knew about who?
ever. And Corey, do you know who Corey Fans is?
All right, you mean Corey Ketchen?
Yeah, I just call him Corey Kenshin, but
Yeah, the only reason I found out about him is because like you like I would have stopped talking about him, and I was just like, fine, I guess I'll start watching him too. And
he's
it's
just
just like that was back when he did like Pop Goes like videos, and I was
really,
just
really
like,
like.
haha, funny.
I just never really knew how I like I don't know, cause on YouTube after the watching your favorite YouTubers.
Yeah, like
I
on
don't.
YouTube, like you mostly start by just like finding videos that you get into, and I think
Yeah,
that's how
you
that
just
kind of works.
browse.
Cause a channel like I don't even know how I got there, but I found this channel called Alpharad a long time ago. He has like 1 million now. He does stuff like Smash Bros, and I like now that's an inspiration. But like yeah, like I just find videos like those, and you just like, oh wow. A lot of YouTubers recently, like all of the nostalgic ones, have just been like dying down, which kind of
I mean,
sucks.
my yeah. I mean, my first YouTuber was actually I don't know how I this was my brother for me. But what happened was the first YouTube channel that I watched was Paul Source Jr.
Huh.
think I've ever gotten like that was the most randomest channel that was ever chosen.
Hmm.
Like out of all the channels my brother could have given, it was Paul Source Jr. That was because it's because he I think he's kid friendly. I don't watch him anymore. I kind of do, but I have faint memories. I think the last time I watched him was 2 years ago.
Yikes. Um, the first channel, like the first
But he's a
YouTube
great
video I
YouTuber.
I ever watched, and I remember this vividly, was that one meme that's like what's going on meme.
But
You know that classic He-Man meme? Like it's like one of the most original memes.
yeah,
It's just like and I say, yeah, yeah. Like that old meme, like from like
yeah.
2005. It's an odd video, but like it just was became so popular. I just watched it because I was playing Minecraft with my cousins and some
So
fun.
obsessed with Minecraft when I was younger. I liked it, but I was more obsessed with what do you, I liked Tetris and Terraria. Terraria? I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, Terraria.
Yeah, Terraria.
That was such a weird title that everyone like started fighting over it. But there were some things that like I enjoy like watching nowadays, like old videos that I find still funny after all this time. But like mostly when you start off in YouTube, you become like very cringy, but then you become popular once you have like a golden video, and then you just keep doing that, and then after that runs done, you kind of just go downwards and downwards. But then there are some YouTubers who just keep becoming like consistently better and better. It all depends how you like do videos.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I people who you first watch if you're on YouTube are the people who will like affect you the most, right?
What?
Or
What do you mean?
I don't know. First watch on YouTube will be the ones who affect you the most, whether you want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, because a lot of people like in the beginning of like
Cause
YouTube videos, like the first YouTube videos you watch is like one of the most important because like you could either be drawn into the site or just be like,
yeah,
no,
just
thank you.
flush that. But I don't know. I feel like
Bye,
was
Dad.
was
My dad's
okay.
here.
Cut that.
Okay, we're cutting that. Anyways, like I think the first YouTuber I've
But
ever like watched and subscribed to, it's like still am subscribed to, And no joke, I still like sometimes I still watch his videos just for like nostalgic purposes, but like I find Fred videos like so entertaining.
What videos? Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Fred. I
It was that one guy who had like a high pitched voice, but like became a cultural phenomenon.
well then.
It was super weird too, cause like to be honest, he wasn't even that funny. It's just like the thought of like a chipmunk voice was just hilarious to
Oh,
people.
that little kid. No, not little kid. He was like a teenager
Hold up,
who had like light brown hair.
hold up.
Something. No, Cartoon Network. I don't remember what he was on. He made a movie. Uh,
Yeah,
hello.
that's why.
Cut that out.
We're cutting that out. Yeah,
I
literally,
remember
my
who.
sister forced me into her room, got me to look at a puddle of water, and made the dumbest joke of history. Okay, it's not water, it's context solution. Whoops. Yeah, that was stupid.
Okay, I'm gonna start right here so you can cut the rest out. I
Okay.
remember Fred.
Dude, Fred was like the stuff in the years
Isn't it
back.
that? Isn't it that one teenage kid, teenage dude or whatever? I don't know if it was a kid
It was just that
on
guy with
hair, and
the
they made like a
chipmunk
movie.
like voice.
Yeah. Didn't he make a movie or something?
Oh, he had like 3 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were all like Nickelodeon movies with John Cena in it. It's
Wait,
so
that was a.
he had like a Halloween one, I think maybe a Christmas one, and like a camp.
I I know he had a camp one. I know or something. I remember him going on the bus and finding like an old lady with like a bag with a dog in it. I think. I
It's just so
some
random,
years,
but
but I
like
remember he like yeah, it's super random.
my mom hated him when we watched the movies because like she never saw the original YouTube videos, but like she hated the like movies.
I mean, I can see why you could hate him. My brother hated him
I
a
thought it
lot.
was just super annoying, but like I didn't mind it. A lot of people just like
Think
thought like he was super lame later on in the years, but if you ask me, he was pretty cool. He was all right.
I remember him. I just had a buttload of nostalgia.
I know, but yeah, that's kind of where like YouTube channels start. They see that and they're like, I could probably do that, and then they try
Like
to.
what Fred did.
I don't think like anyone tried to replicate Fred because I don't think anyone at that time knew how to do it. And if you did, you probably were like, I
That's just
can't
his
make
natural
that
voice.
content up. But I do think that what does happen is that like you watch gaming video like gaming YouTubers and then you're like, I want to do that. I can play video games, and then they try to.
Yeah,
And then they do what I did back in the day, and they actually just record like the TV screen, not like use anything I use.
yeah. Because I think as a young kid, I don't think you would really know how they
I mean, how are
for
you
you. It's
supposed to
just
know?
I don't know. How would you look that up? Like as a kid, how would you process that?
I literally found out like
Internet.
years
I don't
ago
know.
by how to do it and I'm totally serious about this by just
Was it
looking up how to record TV like like a video game screen, and that's where I found Elgato, which is pretty much just like records your thing. And I'm like, and like I was blown away. I was like, I can never have found this out like years ago, and that's where I got lucky because I actually got it like a while after finding out about it. I was like, imagine what people like still do. Like they still like record the actual TV screen,
Yeah.
and it makes me cringe so much. And I think that's why PC gaming is more like recorded by like younger people, not because they want to, but it's easier for them because like it's so simple. I just think that it's really weird.
I think I don't know, cuz when you want to do YouTube, it's just like an idea in your head.
It is really just an idea that you just come up with, but
It's like a random thing. It's just like kind of not really.
not something you like thought about. It's just something that happens, and then you just roll with it. Cause that's how voice crack. That sucks.
Cuz that's how.
And I think that's what sucks about like starting off YouTube young, because like you start off with a high pitched voice, and then it just changes, and then it just throws everybody off.
Yeah. I think that's why a lot of people just cuz
I think that's why a
cuz
lot of people hate like young like YouTubers.
I mean like there are a lot of YouTubers who are 20 right now but started when they were like
16 or something like that, and I think that's a fair age to start. But like, I started off when I was like in 5th grade.
bro.
Yeah, because I remember I posted a video of like us in our classroom, but like I deleted it afterwards because I felt like it was stupid. I was allowed to take my iPad in like the class, and then like I jokingly made like an exposed video of you. Like it was super stupid when I now looking back at it, but
You
like
did?
yeah, I just
How
recorded
dare
you,
you?
and then I just said exposed, and it's
And that
just
that was
it's those things. Like it's really stupid, but yeah, that's that little story.
starting off as as not really a YouTuber because you're not a YouTuber. You're just a little kid that's doing random stuff online, right?
Yeah, that's what originally I thought of it as, because I couldn't even do gaming
That's
videos,
what it
but then
really is, basically.
yeah, I couldn't even do gaming videos, and then I figured it out, and I was just like, I'll just do gaming videos finally. What's funny is that I had a video, and then 2 years later, I do videos again.
That's not natural. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, like I did 2 videos at the beginning of my channel, and then 2 years later, I just make a new one. I just started uploading again, and I was like, why didn't I do this earlier? And I was like, oh yeah, I remembered. I wasn't logged into this account for like years. Yeah, I have 2 accounts, and then like I wasn't logged into like the main one that I actually use for like recording videos. So I just find it really funny. Like after all the like it's like there's a 2 year gap where there was just no content whatsoever. Yeah, I think when you start like a
It could.
YouTube channel, it's just like you just have no idea what you're doing. Or but if you do know what you're doing, that's great, but like you got to admit that most of the time no one knows what's going on.
I don't really know anybody who knew what they were doing when they started a YouTube video.
I mean, people who start YouTube channels now probably know what
Not
they're
YouTube.
doing. But like back in the old
No,
days, you kind of just recorded things and pray that they get popular.
I mean, yeah. When I was younger, I thought like the people that were posting videos did the same exact thing, which they didn't. They had editing and all these
Yeah, editing. That was a thing I learned early on that like a lot of people like still try to figure out cuz a lot of people just like don't edit their videos and like mix with like other things like just like having not too much good content or either just like having a poor quality like camera or like something like that. Mixing that
yeah.
with like no editing, it kind of leads for disaster. But I think once I finally started figuring out how to like to edit, because I think I just did raw footage of gaming, and then I just go off of that, and then I figured out what editing was. I was like, oh, cool! I now know how people do this and stuff. And I don't know how
You now
people
know how
like,
people enter music.
and I thought of it so weird, and I never knew why. Like, it took me years to figure out like what the heck, how did people do this then? And it's just like once editing came out, I'm still like, yeah, I could probably do that. Stuff like that is just like very confusing, but I find it hilarious. God, Ganondorf sucks. Anyways, so I think when people start off YouTube channels, it's got to be one of the funniest things because once if they do get popular or something like that, I think like I think they look back at their old videos and they cringe hard. And here's the thing. One thing I learned is you don't tell your school friends you have a YouTube channel. Because for the
Yep.
longest time, people would not stop making fun of my YouTube channel for being poor quality.
I mean, you were like a little kid. How are you supposed to know any better?
Yeah, and that's the funny thing because, like, I'll show the videos like I make now, and then, like, they'll be like, oh, yeah, but that wasn't as cool. But you know what I think? And then they just go straight to my first video. I'm like, that's not relevant anymore. It's like, and I feel like people who do that just like want to like either get you pissed off or something like that. But any other, but if they're like, oh, cool, that's pretty cool. But like they're like, I just still remember you from your first video, and you're like, well, that happened.
And I think um eh, this out, but I feel like that's why I cleared out my YouTube
Yeah, if you like
and
start
rebooted
again,
everything.
starting a YouTube channel all over again is something very uncommon because people just roll with it after like years later. But yeah, and the thing also that people do that like some like YouTubers don't is change their name because a,
That is a
a lot of people just like because I have a friend who's like on YouTube but like we have like near the same amount of subscribers. He just has like a little more. But yeah, what he does is like he changed his name like 5 times in like and he's just stuck with this one and then yeah, it's weird.
but like changing your name, I feel like people I feel like changing your name multiple times, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's weird
Name
cuz
multiple
like
times. It's not really weird. It's more or less like maybe you feel confused as to what you want to do or as what you want to be referred as.
yeah, cuz your name could like be anything on this channel really.
could. It could be anything. And I don't know. It's cool if you change your name, but changing it multiple times
Can get annoying, yeah.
is necessary.
But I think a main thing that a lot of YouTubers like don't do a lot, like a lot of new YouTubers do that seem to like put them at a downfall is put the time and effort into like some videos. I'm not saying like if you're not like Hollywood style videos, you're gonna suck. But I mean like if you do actually try, you'll probably get somewhere. And that's where a lot of like
And
beginning YouTubers fall because again, like a lot of them are just little kids, so like they can't keep up with that in like school homework.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it just happens, but like there are people, and then they're like, oh, people who like can start off YouTube good are just lucky, and you're like, no, they aren't. They just did it for a while. Cause like me, I'm not lucky because I just like it's like 4 years, and now I'm getting to 100. It's just trial and error with me.
Yeah, you just learn a lot. It's not that you're perfect on your first try. No, you learn from your mistakes, and you learn. Oh, okay, so this is what I got to do in order to entertain, right?
Yeah, and then like it just happens, and then you're like, well, that worked, and then it's just weird because like a lot of people just what is it?
Some people give up on their channel.
A lot of people, yeah, a lot of people like to give up on their channel a lot, like way too early, because they're like, I didn't make
Hmm.
I didn't make like 1,000 subscribers today. It's probably useless. But what a lot of channels like fail to like do is that they like fail to like understand that it's not going to be easy getting there.
No. Yeah, of course it's not gonna be easy.
But like once you like learn it, because like you can tell if it's like a child like I like to put tier lists on like video qualities because it could be like old, like good YouTube, like classic YouTube. So like those are just like things you get nostalgia of because like they're not perfect, but they're not like horribly. Like you'll only remember it for it being nostalgia. They're like the like high quality videos where they're like really good, and then it kind of goes down to like children YouTubers
Videos are
where it's
funny.
just like, yeah, that was a YouTube video from, and it's not gonna be that
There's
popular.
some channels with like kids that are high quality, but it's just weird. I'm not saying that kids can't do high quality. Of course they can. It's just, I feel like it rarely ever happens.
Yeah, it's a rarity.
Yeah.
Cause like there are some child YouTubers who like blow up, but like once they do that, they kind of just yeah, they're not remembered. Most YouTube that like get remembered like nowadays are just like have gotten in a controversy. Wow, words. Have either gotten into a controversy or just yeah, just did trends. Because like after the first like few like Minecraft people who like actually got like super popular in the beginning, that was cool and all, but then everyone else started copying them, and that's when YouTube, or not YouTube, but
I
that's when
feel like,
Minecraft got cringy.
you know, have you ever thought about what? when it kind of when it first came out, kind of not when it first came out. But then later on, this
Wait, what?
go.
You're
No, no,
lagging.
no. I'm lagging. Oh no.
Okay, now try
Oh
saying it again.
no. Okay, so Minecraft YouTubers kind of blasted out when it kind of first came out, not exactly when it first came out.
Yeah, Minecraft YouTubers just kind of started off as just like weird channels that just like got lucky and super big by just hopping onto the same trend. And if you look at those YouTubers now, they are like now doing Fortnite because like again, it's popular. But people who stick
Well,
to Minecraft and Minecraft forever are like either still believing it's still alive or just have nothing else to do. I think
I
games that
mean it.
like get like if you're in a series of games, like a lot of Mario like YouTubers, you don't see those because like there's not no one like plays so many Mario games that like they can make a full channel on it. But the ones that do, like they seem to be doing all right. And again, like there's like people who like play Super Smash Brothers on like YouTube, and like they became big because then like Smash Bros became big. It just became a huge like type of like game, and then like people like those make like quality videos because it's just really just gameplay, but it's such an action game, and there's gonna be like more entries hopefully. That's just what I think about like certain channels. But like if you dive into like more than just gaming channels, stuff like vlogs, those can be done, like those are possible, but like who has such an interesting life to like do like perfect vlog videos that aren't already like doing vlogs?
I mean, you don't really have to have an interesting life. You just, do stuff.
Yeah. But I feel like the ones that make it big just do like the craziest things, like Jake Paul and David Dobrik. Like those people, they get like huge off of just like living their lives because they're
Yeah,
like they
recording
have
a.
the perfect people for it. And I feel like anyone else could do it, but like people just doubt it because like they don't have thousands of dollars to just be giving it away, and it's just like you don't need to do that. All you need is just content, and that's not too hard to come by. You just got to be creative about it. And I think that's where
Yeah.
a lot of people just say that like how YouTube's impossible because like everybody just hates your content immediately, but it's not like that. There's people who start off with like alright content. You just gotta have creativity and something new. And it doesn't even have to be like the newest thing. It could just be something someone is already doing, but like more innovative. It all really just depends of like your video and like what it's mainly about and where does it fall into like a category.
Yeah.
How long have you been going for? 38 minutes. How long do you want this
Oh,
like podcast to be?
38 minutes in? Oh god.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, put a timer on for like, and in those 4 more, we'll have a conclusion. Um,
So just like a 4 more minutes. Wait, how long are we gonna do this? Like 4 more minutes?
actually, four or two. You're
Yeah, I could do 4 more minutes. All right. So to be honest, when it comes to like starting off YouTube, the best things you could do is just figure out how other people do it and then start doing it. Because like people just start YouTube videos off the bat, and I think the way you'll make it big in YouTube is by figuring out where you start
and
because
figuring out what you want to do.
if you want to be like a what is it? If you want to be like a console YouTuber, like people play like a bunch of Xbox games and like Nintendo games and PlayStation games, and if people want to do that, the best advice would to just get the equipment for that and then just play the video game and do stuff. Same thing goes for PC, but I feel like that's not much of a problem. It's more just getting the PC to play. Oh, here's a fun thing about PC gaming. You have to actually have a PC that can record a video because I remember that some PCs like fail horribly and I mean like fail horribly of like playing games, let alone just like recording games. But yeah, it's more just figuring out what you need to like what to do in that situation.
You honestly need to know what you want to do though first. I feel like that because if you don't make up your mind, you'll post your that'll be like finally get what you want to do. You'll like want to get rid of certain things because you don't like them, but you
Here's the thing: if you're gonna be a YouTuber, don't like. Here's the first thing on YouTube: you better be prepared for criticism.
yeah, you can't take everything like a baby. No. If people
Yeah,
say your
because here's
videos
the
are bad,
thing:
take it.
at the beginning, a lot of people just said, "Okay, so here's a fun thing." Also, don't try to get your like entire family to subscribe to you. That's pretty lame. And also, if your family doesn't like it, just continue
That's a
doing
cheat.
it. Because like when I did YouTube, like at the beginning, my parents full on did not know what the heck was going on because they were just like, "What?" And then they get mad at me for like it being like 7 minutes or something, like a video being 7 minutes, and they're like, "It's too long." And I'm like, "Well, that's how YouTube works. You gotta have content. It's not like two." And they're like, "Make it like a 2 minute video." I'm like, "You could do that, but that doesn't get people in." And here's the thing about YouTube starting in general: you have to be smart about it. You can't just make a minute, like 3 second video and then just continue on with it unless it's like an meme video, because like just small clips that could become like memes. But yeah, in those situations, definitely just make 3 minute videos. But like, I feel like if you're like either doing like YouTube to like, it's hard to explain how to like to do YouTube in some situations because for a lot of people, the old don't try to market your like videos to people who are like millennial or up, because people who are like 30 and like older, they won't understand what the heck's going on in YouTube. It won't make sense. But if you do it to like people who are like in their 20s, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, YouTube video." And then like they'll know what's going on.
Well, what YouTube was, and they're like 40.
Okay, but like you see what I mean? Like older people who don't know what YouTube is. If they like know how YouTube works, yeah, definitely ask for their opinion. But if there are people who just like don't know what YouTube is and they're like, "I don't like this. This doesn't make sense." Take that into consideration, but also make sure that you don't just end YouTube because someone doesn't like it. And on that point, I think
Yeah.
that's a good time to conclude this podcast because we've been going for like about 30 minutes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, hold on, let me look at my
Um.
OBS. Yeah,
Oh.
43 minutes.
Oh. Well,
Yeah,
it's whoever listens to this and wastes their time. Thank
yeah.
you. Do the
So,
outro.
yep. So,
Oh,
actually, I'll do my little outro during my editing process. All right.
so I do the outro.
Yeah, so thanks for listening to the Unfunny Funny podcast. We'll be sure to talk about more um, specific topics. If you want, you could just tell us topics to talk about, but we'll try our best to. Maybe next time we'll have a good internet connection. But yeah. Anyways, this is Eric Will Summon and Hand Soap. And you get here, and bye.